check this out. I found something better than OpenClaw. How bonkers is that? I had no idea that there is something better than OpenClaw. Until one day I went ahead and I realized that there is actually certain things that are a lot better than OpenClaw. Now, um, in order to understand why that is, you gotta kind of understand what is the point of OpenClaw if you can't really, like, you use it once, but then you gotta battle with token prices and everything is, you gotta configure it, you gotta like babysit it, fight with vulnerabilities, all that. And the problem that you're trying to solve with it, it doesn't really solve it in the first place because you're still faced with extra babysitting. So I found something better. That something better is being the middleman. Meaning, no OpenClaw setup. Instead, get other people to set up OpenClaw, other developers, while I get to make money in between, guys. So, if you want to learn how to pull this off, it's not hard. Just need a community, people who are good with OpenClaw, and customers. Now, to get customers, I got all sorts of creative offers coming in to me, guys, from developers. Man, I got recently a creative offer from one person who wanted to keep 70%, 70 to 80%, and give me like 20 to 30%. They take all the operations, they do everything, but I simply just use my computer to talk to a client and kind of create a relationship with the client. So I found that funny. But hey, I don't have to build anything. I don't have to do anything with OpenClaw. I don't have to babysit it. Heck of a lot better than wasting tokens and going negative. Instead, just do that. This model just blew me away. It's like the real reason why we all wanted OpenClaw was for somebody to do something on the other side and like on your computer. But I jumped over that reason and found something better where you don't even have to sit in front of your computer. I mean, you kind of do, but except you don't really have to build any solutions. And a bunch of folks from overseas, they just build everything and you just make money in between. So I found this a lot better than having to babysit OpenClaw. I had no idea that such models exist. It came to me by accident when one of the folks in the community, as you guys know, I have like a community with over 30,000 people. So one of those days, one of the community members reaches out to me and be like, "Yo, I'm looking for a partner, and I'm willing to give like 20 to 30%. And you don't even need to look for clients or anything like this. You just need to talk to, clients in America. We're expanding in America, so we really need somebody who can talk to our American clientele. And we're willing to pay you like 20 to 30%, but we get to keep like 70 to 80%. But you don't have to worry about anything, not even finding clients." I was like, damn, that is fire. That is perfectly compatible model with me, like perfectly compatible. Now, granted, of course, I'll be talking to clients, then I'll be, convincing them to get whatever the system that developers are capable of building, whether it's OpenClaw solution or whatever it is that I'm trying to build. Well, they're trying to build, but at least I don't have to look for clients anymore. I don't have to like use OpenClaw. I don't have to waste all those tokens. So that was the first discovery I made. Then the second discovery I made was like, wait a second, I kind of like doing the other part, the AI part and everything, the bots and all that stuff. I kind of, as much as I love to do this kind of do this everything in a way where I'm just kind of being a relationship builder. But what if there's a better way? What if I could be more than just a relationship builder, but even a bigger, what if instead of being a middleman, and like work and connecting this person and like doing like kind of a project management kind of thing or whatever, talking for maybe 4 to 5 hours per week for this developer. What if instead of that, I place you guys in between and you guys do that? And I make even more money doing that. So yeah, so that was actually lit. The realization of that model was even bigger, bigger than the original model. So first there was OpenClaw. Then I was like, nah, I'm spending too much time on OpenClaw. I need something better. Then I found this model, which just blows away OpenClaw out of the water, and it doesn't even have anything to do with the OpenClaw. I don't know, like why are we so conditioned, guys, to look at shiny objects and not kind of pause for a minute and smell the roses? I have no idea. But I actually sat down and smelled the roses, and thank you guys for jumping in. So not only was I able to discover something bigger and better than OpenClaw for me as a person, meaning me as a person, like as a talent agency owner, and maybe perhaps as you as a person who, I don't know, maybe you also want to be a talent agency owner after you hear what I'm about to tell you. But what I discovered is first, like, and as I mentioned to you guys, I discovered this by complete accident. I was in my community, and there's, as I told you, there's over 30,000 people. I'm top gold on there. And one of the folks reached out to me and said, when I looked at that person's profile, I saw that person who reached out to me was in like multiple school communities. So that person reached out to me and said, look, I got an offer for you. I'm gonna give you 20 to 30%. You don't have to even look for clients. You just gotta have your own computer. We're just gonna connect to it with any desk software on that computer. We're gonna make sure you get the clients from Upwork, and you just talk to them, and then basically introduce, like take over the projects, explain to them why that is, cover that communication gap. So obviously you need to have some of this AI influential and architectural skill sets if you wanted to pull this off. But for me, it was no brainer because I'm already like full stack cybersecurity engineer, and obviously for me, it takes no effort at all to come up with a solution. And I was like, all right, well, I think that's pretty cool. All I got to do is just talk to people, and I don't even have to look for people. They just show up on my computer, and but there's another person in India or wherever, another country, just kind of looking at kind of building the solution. So I found this model a bit kind of, how should I say it, without raising an eyebrow. I found that a bit kind of oh wow, offloading jobs to overseas. I don't know how receptive it would be for American people. So but I'm also conditioned to think in kind of mutual benefit, but also for America. As you guys know, my favorite president is Donald Trump, and granted, there's all sorts of shenanigans going on with this whole war situation in Iran. Still, nevertheless, my best president is Donald Trump. Now, so when I started talking to some of those folks from the community who would say, Rome, how would you like to do this? I will give you 20 to 30%. You don't even have to look for clients. You just let us use your computer. We'll have